and then they lost 2-1 here to Coventry on Wednesday. Coventry side that didn't win at all on their travels last season. The Liverpool fans who have travelled today will be hoping it's their team who are triumphant. We're almost ready for the off. So Southampton get us started, seeking their first home win over Liverpool in the Premiership for 6 years, but immediately it's given away to Gerrard. Blocked by Dean Richards, caught upon straight away on his return to the side. Nearly a very bright start for Liverpool. Dean Richards arrived on a Bosman free transfer from Wolverhampton Wanderers and had an excellent first season on the South Coast, quickly establishing himself as a firm favourite with the fans here. Hyypiä. It's over the head of Michael Owen, and out comes Neil Moss, taking no chances with Vladimir Smicer around. Moss preferred to Paul Jones today. Southampton conceding 4 goals in their opening 2 games. Dietmar Hamann. That's aimed towards Uwe Rosler, the former Manchester City striker, back in English football after a few seasons in Germany. Hyypiä. Smicer. Marcus Babbel, the German international, although he's taken time off from that particular aspect of his career to concentrate on playing for Liverpool. Jason Dodd, the Southampton skipper. This is Oakley, always a key figure for them. Jimmy Traore has started the season at left back, but will do well to hang on to that position, bearing in mind Liverpool have finally got hold of Christian Ziege from Middlesbrough. A deal that should be sealed this weekend. Smicer, who had an indifferent first season at Anfield. He's got the free kick for a foul by the Moroccan international Hassan Kashloul. Jeff Winter summoning Kashloul towards him. Ipswich almost signed Hassan Kashloul. He turned down the move. Barmby whips that one in, and Hyypiä was challenging with Richards. Including the tail end of last season, both these teams have only managed 1 win in their last 7 league matches. Draper, though, seeking out Kashloul, who doesn't get a free kick and didn't really look for one, to be fair. Hyypiä. Cut out by Oakley. Pahars, the rather poor header, which Carragher is able to snap up. And now Barmby. A rather wayward one from Nick Barmby, who made the rather short move across Stanley Park from Everton to Liverpool. But he can't wait for the Merseyside derby. Jason Dodd with the throw, which was helped on by Tessem. Barmby. Gerrard. Babbel might be arriving on the scene, but Kashloul is with him. Steven Gerrard, as busy as ever. Harmon. Smicer. Crowded out somewhat. And Oakley able to step in. Away by Lundekvam. Pahars. On towards Tessum, but sliding in was Stefan Onsho. Uwe Rosler earning a corner kick for Southampton, much to the delight of the fans at that end. So Pahars will whip this corner kick in. Cashlul on the end of it. Richards in there too. Here's Mark Draper with time to deliver. Tessum still up there. Richards still up there. And it comes to Cashlul. Hint of handball as Onsho blocked it, but it's a corner. Don't think the Swiss international would have known too much about it, having said that. Corner kick, the outcome. It's taken short and it's taken rather neatly as well, and Marcus Babel had to knock Pahars' centre away. Barmby could be in here. Michael Owen is nearby, of course, and he finds him. And Dodd got back, but Gerrard... It was a rather poor effort in the end, and I think you can tell by Steven Gerrard's reaction that he thought along similar lines. Southampton will be rather relieved they survived this particular Liverpool assault. Rosler rising. Away by Babel. On by Gerrard. Jason Dodd made it his. Richards forced into conceding the throw. Michael Owen receiving. Forced into a corner without much support at the moment. That's straight down the throat of Hyypiä. Babel's cross. Calmly touched back by Jason Dodd to his goalkeeper, Neil Moss. Here's Barmby. Well, that was a bit of a shocker from Nick Barmby, for which he quickly apologised. Just as well too. Pahars to Joe Tessum. Cracking cross. Away by Hyypiä. And then by Babel. And Dean Richards lobbing it into touch. Harman. Dodd. Tessum. It's not quite going to be kept in play by Uwe Rosler. Last time he came up against Liverpool was on the day Manchester City were relegated. Scored against them in a 2-2 draw. They thought that was enough to keep them in the top flight that day in '95, but it wasn't. Carragher to Owen, down to Barmby. Magnificent move this from Liverpool, and Barmby is picked out. Michael Owen! Well, if you give him a bit of space and a bit of time, he'll try one. It was Owen's header that actually released Barmby, and it was a case of nearly but not quite for the young England man, who has a remarkable scoring record for Liverpool, 59 goals in 117 games. Gerrard. It's going to come through to Barmby. Little 1-2 with Gerrard. And with Carragher. Now Traore. Jamie Carragher. Gerrard. Didn't quite go according to plan for Steven Gerrard. Including the end of last season, Liverpool are actually hoping to avoid a fourth successive away defeat in the Premier League here. Pahars settling for the throw, which will be taken by Dodd. Rosler. Dodd again. Lundekvam. Rosler and Kashlul were both looking for it. Steven Gerrard calmly touching it back to Westerveld. Wayne Bridges' header. And Bridge under pressure from Owen. And here he is again. Owen looking to get away from Dean Richards. It's a goal kick. Richards just about did enough. But already Michael Owen has signalled his intentions in this game. He was never quite going to make it, but he certainly wasn't going to give up on making it. Oncho. Traore. Up towards Barmby. And Lundekvam spins away from him. Dodd taking the direct route towards Rosler, but Babel and Hyypiä have it under control. Pahars. Tessem. It came off Traore. It'll be a Southampton throw. Joe Tessem scored in the midweek defeat against Coventry. Good goal as well. But it counted for little at the end of the evening. Pahars throw. Tessem. He's got his cross in. And Uwe Rosler might well have bagged his first goal for Southampton then. It was a more than decent delivery from Tessem. And Rosler has been known to bury them in the past. Not this time, though. He was actually playing in the German third division when Southampton moved in for him, Uwe Rosler. Kashlul. Pahars. Skipping away from all comers. Harman got a little toe in though. Here's Jason Dodd. Up towards Rosler. Carragher met it first, and Matthew Oakley deciding to have a go, and why not? Not one of the best known names in the Premiership, but they're more than aware on the south coast of this man's talents, Matthew Oakley. And it was a decent try. Traore. Away by Richards, solid as ever. Now Tessem has given it to Pahars. But the cross is comfortable for Sander Westerveld. And his throw finds Steven Gerrard. Here's Smita. Looking to return it to Gerrard, but Wayne Bridge got back. Kashlul. Wonderful work from Mark Draper, who wants it back. Dodd. Pahars. Barmby's challenge, but it doesn't really hold up Southampton for too long. Jason Dodd to Marion Pahars. Oakley. Pahars again. Looked like he was about to go on a dance through Liverpool's defence, but Hyypiä had other ideas. Schmitzer. Harman. He hasn't quite managed to shake off Hassan Kashlul. Tesson didn't really seem too aware of the man on, who was Barmby. Traore. Barmby. Gerrard. Bubble. And it's slithered all the way through to Neil Moss from Marcus Bubble. Jason Dodd in a hurry. Rossler. Oakley. Offside against Tesson. Much to the frustration of the home fans and to the Norwegian as well. Matthew Oakley, really excellent last season for Southampton, came up through the ranks here. He's 23. Sami Hyypiä, the only Liverpool player to make the PFA Premiership Team of the Year last season, and there weren't many arguing his case either. Pahars. Jason Dodd. Kashlul. And there was no touch from Onsho on that, so it's a goal kick. Kashlul bagged a brace at Derby on the opening day of the season, put Southampton 2-0 up in fact, but the Rams hit back to get a draw. Onsho. Hyypiä. Aimed towards Gerrard, but just knocked out of touch by Bridge. Schmitzer. Barmby. Hassled by Dodd. Rossler and Hyypiä doing battle. Here's Pahars. Again, it's cut out by the Finnish international. Schmitzer of the Czech Republic. Carragher's up and under, away by Lundekvam. Offside flag frustrates Uwe Rossler again. Barmby. Carragher. Hyypiä. Here's Lundekvam. Draper. Kashlul. Oakley. It's just run away from Tesson. And now Jamie Carragher has it. Bubble. And Michael Owen offside flag does go up against Owen, who's buried it into the back of the net, but it won't count. He was living life on the edge, Michael Owen there, but had just fallen over the edge, according to the linesman Joe Ross. Rossler backing in to Onsho. Hyypiä. And that's going to dribble out of play. Glenn Hoddle sitting by the stairwell there, almost signed for the Liverpool manager Gerard Hyypiä when Hyypiä was in charge of Paris Saint-Germain, but Hoddle elected to join Monaco instead. Once again the offside flag goes up. Mark Draper lost his way a little bit at Aston Villa, hoping to kickstart his career here. In fact, he ended last season on loan to the Spanish side, Rayo Vallecano of Madrid. Barmby. Harmon looking for Owen, but Neil Moss not too troubled by that. Michael Owen currently on 48 Premier League goals. It's only taken him 96 games to get that many. Dodd. Pahars. Tessa not quite managing to return it to the little Latvian. Oakley knocked that one out. Schmitter shrugs off Oakley and finds Gerrard. Promising this. The flag is up again against Barmby. It wouldn't have counted anyway, but Neil Moss still sorting it out regardless. Away by Hyypiä. Carragher to Traore. And that's just going to clear Richards, is it? No, not quite. Looked like it might, but Dean Richards had other ideas. Southampton seeking their first win of the season, but no goals so far at the Dell. Carragher. Steven Gerrard, destined to become a regular in the England team, you would think. It's Liverpool's throw. For what it's worth at this early stage of the season, Liverpool are currently 14th, Southampton 18th, but counts for nothing. Bearing in mind that after this one, there are still 35 games to go. Babel gets it back from his former Bayern Munich teammate Harmon. Now Schmitzer has put it through to Michael Owen, and Owen scores for Liverpool. He simply loves putting one over the Saints. 6 goals in 7 matches against them now. Schmitzer releasing Owen, who shrugged off the challenge of Lundekvam. He had to wait a while to see where it was going to end up. It ended up there. And Liverpool are in front as they look to put the events of that high farce at Hyypiä behind them. Carragher's clearance. Lundekvam couldn't quite keep up with Michael Owen then, and could have brought him down, I suppose, but it wasn't worth the risk. Or maybe it was worth the risk, bearing in mind that Owen finished it off. Gerrard. Barmby. And this time it's Vladimir Smicer. Oh, he's dragged it wide. Nick Barmby slipped it through, and Smicer really should have stuck that one away. No questions asked, but there will be questions asked, because wide it went. He's only scored once, in fact, for Liverpool, Smicer. He certainly should have added to that rather miserable tally. It was beckoning for him, and Nick Barmby can be rather annoyed that his wonderful work came to nothing. Richards up towards Tessem. Barmby looking lively, and the flag does go up. But Nick Barmby is trying his best to prise open Southampton's defence with passes like that. Owen, the intended target that time. Michael Owen claiming his 49th Premiership goal. Pahars, that one's going to carry through to Sander Westerveld, who hasn't been troubled terribly much so far this afternoon. Conceded only 31 goals in 39 games last season, Westerveld. Bobbled off Gerrard, Southampton's throw. Wayne Bridge will take it. Cashlul. Off Rossler this time. Gerrard Hyypiä not looking quite as bemused as he was at Hyypiä on Monday evening. His team in front. Cashlul latching onto that, but electing to send it back to Moss. Cashlul, Draper to his left, but Cashlul goes the other side to Marian Pahars, and Tessem, wonderful strike, plenty of power on it, and all credit to Sander Westerveld there. Because this really fizzed towards the Dutch keeper. Fine save. Not a bad strike either. Cashlul's corner. And Pahars made some sort of contact, but certainly not the sort of contact he would have wished for. Joe Tessem with a terrific strike. Scored a great goal against Coventry midweek. Must have thought he was on for another one then. Barmby, bit too much on it that time in his pursuit of Owen. Cashlul. Draper mops up. Had a great first season in Aston Villa, but never really lived up to things after that. Away by Hyypiä. And again. Lundekvam, who although he's Norwegian, he actually has a grandmother who comes from Liverpool. Here's Harmon. Traore. The Southampton defence not worried by that one. Here's Mark Draper. Oakley back to Draper. On to Tesson. Nice this from Southampton, but it's brought to an end by Harmon. Lundekvam. Away by Oncho. Barmby and Dodd grappling. Pahars with no power on it. Steven Gerrard can release Babel. Bridge. Richards. Southampton in need of a spark from somewhere, trailing Liverpool by a Michael Owen goal to nil. Lundekvam, that's spun off Traore. It's collected by Wayne Bridge. Hassan Kashlul. Tesson. Gerrard. Rather wayward one from him, and Jason Dodd can collect. Now Pahars. Draper. Oakley. Cut out by Schmitzer. Gerrard. Across it goes to Barmby. Schmitzer. He's managed to drag it back. Jason Dodd was cornered. And he got the goal kick. That was actually only Liverpool's second goal in their last 7 league games. Surprisingly, they had a bit of a dry run in towards the end of last season. Tesson. Here's Draper. He might yet help it on to Hassan Kashlul. He does. Kashlul needed one touch more, really, and that allowed the recovery from Harmon. They're not hanging around, though. Kashlul's cross. Rossler in there, but Babel, his fellow German, sticking close by. Lundekvam fending off Schmitzer. Here's Dodd. Aimed towards Kashlul. It drops now for Pahars. Perfect pass. Kashlul! Oh, it cannoned off the upright from Hassan Kashlul. But the Southampton fans appreciate their best chance of the game, perhaps. And it fell to the feet of Kashlul. A close call, but not close enough from a Southampton point of view. Liverpool still lead. Lundekvam's header. Bridge. Kashlul. He didn't keep it in. It's a Liverpool throw. So Glenn Hoddle, with plenty to ponder in this first half. Liverpool triumphant on 4 of their last 6 league visits to the Dell. But here's Kashlul taking on Oncho, who just got a foot in. It's a corner kick. It's about to get very crowded in there. Pahars whipped it in. Van was at the near post. It didn't quite happen for him. And best of El-Khalej. Draper, can he keep it in? Not quite, but he stopped Smitsa getting away. Traore's throw. Away by Van. Kept in by Barmby. And it's come off Barmby. Southampton's throw. Tessem. Combination of Carragher and Traore stopped him in his tracks. Here's Steven Gerrard. Babel. Encouraging run from Babel. Owen. Trying to be a little too clever perhaps, and it was cleared by Dodd. Now Rossler takes it up on behalf of Southampton. And here is Pahars. Swapped sides with Cashlall at the moment. Draper. Way towards Cashlall. Traore having none of that. Dodd. Oakley. He can try again. Matthew Oakley. Neatly tucks it through, and Joe Tessa knew he wasn't going to get there, so took out Traore instead. They'll just get on with it in the form of a goal kick. Liverpool finished 4th last season, 2 points from their last 15 on offer. Cost them a place in the Champions League. They will meet Rapid Bucharest in the UEFA Cup. Gerrard to Barmby, away by Van. Oncho didn't really come at him terribly comfortably. Bridge kept it in. Hyypiä. Handball cry. But it was louder from the fans than anyone else. Tessem. Lost out to Carragher. Slips it through to Smitsa, who's got support from Barmby. Superbly struck. And it had Neil Moss flying through the air. But it was a good burst from Liverpool, that. Nick Barmby letting rip. On by Tessem. Rossler didn't quite know where it went. Tessem did. Southampton's throw. And a free kick for the shove on Draper by Oncho. Now this could be intriguing for Southampton. So it's going to be Wayne Bridge to nick it in. Oh, and it was a good chance. It was Tessem who got on the end of it. Van in there too. It caused some consternation for Liverpool, but not enough from a Southampton viewpoint. Liverpool had actually almost gone 6 hours without scoring an away goal in the Premiership until Michael Owen struck. Southampton trying to hit back though, but the ball was moving and they'll have to take it again. Don't think they'll be too bothered by that, because certainly nothing was going to come of the quick version of this free kick. Jeff Winter ordering them back. So it's going to be Pahars this time to whip it in. It comes to Bridge. Draper. Pahars again. Cashlall in there. And so was Richards. And Dean Richards so nearly equalise for Southampton. Well, they were queuing up there. And Richards saw it go agonisingly wide. Southampton showing some encouraging signs though. Tessem. Big lump of turf came out as Joe Tessem tried to keep that under control. Half time approaching at the Dell. Liverpool leading by 1-0. Richards coming close to an equaliser though, now doing his normal duty back in defence. Harmon. Barmby. Stefan Oncho. Traore. Owen scoops it up, which could be ominous for Southampton. Gerrard turning away from Draper. Carragher. Lundic Vam crashing in on Barmby. Here's Oncho. Kept in by Traore, but here's Lundic Vam. Dodd. Moss's clearance should be met by Hyypiä. It is, but it lands at the feet of Wayne Bridge, and now Cashlall. Rossler took a bit of a dive there, to be honest, looking for a free kick. Schmitzer. And the challenge from Oakley, not impressing Jeff Winter, who was right next to it. It's a free kick. Free kick that will be taken by Dietmar Harmon. Looks like he might even fancy having a go here. Well, I think that was him having a go. Oncho's header. On by Cashlall. Dodd won it. Harmon. Schmitzer. Gerrard. Barmby has a bit of a chase on, and too much of a chase on as it turned out. Liverpool champions of England, a record 18 times, but crucially, not since 1990. Honcho's header. Rossler shaking him off this time though, and picking out Pahars. Pahars looked like he was caught by Harmon, but the referee let it go, and nothing doing there either for Michael Owen against Lundic Vam, but Pahars has managed to get to his feet. Now this was the challenge on him from Haman. Well, he Might just have nicked the ball there. Dietmar Hamann sent off at Arsenal on Monday evening, but Graham Poll admitting that he got that one wrong. So it will be rescinded to just a yellow card. It'll be just 1 minute of added on time in this first half. Rossler felt hard done by then. Hyypiä. Bubble well advanced, and Moss is going to come and claim. Firm header from Babel. Cashflow going down injured right on the stroke of half-time. Liverpool leading by a goal to nil, and the scorer Michael Owen in the absence of Heskey and Fowler, both injured of course. Owen taking centre stage today and continuing his remarkable record of scoring against Southampton, but then I don't suppose they're the only team that he's got it in for, really. Half-time here at the Dell in the Premier League. It's Southampton 0, Liverpool 1. So Liverpool about to start the second half, hoping to make it 5 wins in 7 league visits to the Dell. Quite a long way to come for them, but it's a trip they tend to enjoy. Harmon immediately seeking out Steven Gerrard. Away by Dean Richards. Suspended for the first 2 games of the season. Ben Hoddle spent the first half up in the stands, but down in the dugout for the second half. Cashflow towards Rossler, who looks to return it to Cashflow, but Hyypiä had it covered. Oakley. It's a nice little pass from Oakley, and Rossler could be in here. Pahars is calling for it. Oh, it's a dreadful cross from Uwe Rossler. An opportunity wasted by Southampton, and how. Uwe Rossler took it a little bit wide himself. But he really should have been aware of the presence of Pahars. Liverpool throw. Chorus of When the Saints Go Marching In, ringing around the Dell, but Smeetser has found Michael Owen, Liverpool's goal scorer. Barnby nearby if he needs him, and he does. Barnby to Harmon. Away by Dodd and then Bridge. Now Tessem. Pahars outside of him, and he's found him. Pahars unable to get the cross in, blocked by Traore. The Latvian international still has it though, but his cross is going to curl behind. It was a lovely spinning pass this from Oakley, which put Rossler in, stepped past the keeper, didn't seem to see Pahars, who was absolutely begging for it on the far stick. And when he did try and find him, it was a poor centre. I don't think he'll need telling that. Gerrard. Owen is lurking again, but Neil Moss quickly off his line. Southampton's throw. Liverpool not terribly convincing in their efforts to clear the ball. Richards moving up. There goes the long one, and Richards steered it on, but Smeater knocked it away. Nearly dropped for Draper. Does come to Pahars, who tried to help it onto Tesson. And even though Traore made a bit of a mess of the clearance, Owen was on hand. That's a cracking cross, and it just eluded Rossler. Bridge trying to help it back in. And what a tackle by Oncho. Put the safety catch on there, Stefan Oncho. As Rossler was about to shoot. Gerrard, Liverpool bursting from one end to the other. Harman, it's a second bite. Picks out Barmby. The intended 1-2 with Smeater doesn't work out. Babel, flag up against Steven Gerrard. Bridge. Interception from Gerrard. Cashlu. Oakley. Lundekvam. Oakley to Pahars. Not quite coming off for Southampton. Gerrard helped that on and promptly got it back from Michael Owen. Snuffed out though by Bridge. Here's Cashlu. Steven Gerrard. Well, Cashlu has survived his challenge, but then got caught out by Babel. Owen. Harman. Nicely done. Barmby. Traore. Jamie Carragher. Babel. Here's Draper. Now Cashel. Babel stepping in. And Gerrard helping it on to Smeater. Could open up a bit here for Liverpool. Owen ready to make one of his darting runs, but Smeater holds on to it for the time being. Carragher. Oncho. Barmby. Richards in the way. Here's Draper. Now Cashlu. Is it going to happen for Southampton? Aim towards Pahars, away by Traore. Dodd, though, does give it to Marian Pahars. And he got his cross in as well. Too near the keeper. Westerveldt's kick wasted somewhat because it's going to go straight through to his opposite number, Neil Moss. One to the other. Smeater. Steven Gerrard. It's come to Vladimir Smeater, and right on the edge of the area. It's a free kick. Smeater floored. Lundekvam's challenge on him just outside the box. So Neil Moss sorting out his wall. The ball seems to have gone missing at the moment. Can we have a ball, please? Ah, there it is. We're about to see what Liverpool have been trying on their training field, but I think the wall's going to have to go back a bit more than that, for certain. Indeed it will, to about there. Harman can hit them, of course. Steven Gerrard is also next to him. Well, they finally sorted the wall. Here comes Harman! And it cannoned off Mark Draper. It'll be a corner kick. The wall doing its job. Draper getting the full force of it. The man trying to find the way through. Schmeich's corner, and Sami Hyypiä in there! It's 2-0! And one of the stars of last season in the Premiership starts this season in style too. Sami Hyypiä has a flying fin here. Cracking header, and Liverpool go 2-0 up. Southampton will be concerned at some of the goals they've given away this season. Hyypiä won't be concerned in the slightest about that. So Liverpool's lead doubled. What sort of response will there be from Southampton? So, disappointment on the Southampton bench. Glenn Hoddle heading for a second successive home defeat, and this place really should be a little bit more of a fortress for Southampton. Their last season at this ground, in fact. A new stadium being built at nearby St Mary's, which will have a capacity of almost double the Dell's, 32,500. You can only get 15,000 in here. In fact, 15,002 the attendance today. Matt Le Tissier, so often an inspiration to Southampton, is warming up. He, if he comes on, will have to come up with something special again today to haul his team back into this one. Hyypiä, or rather Haman. There's Hyypiä. Gerrard gets to throw off his opposite number 17, Pahars. Here's Jason Dodd. Cashlul. Glenn Hoddle considering a change in his attempt to get Southampton back into this one. Hyypiä's clearance. And sliced into touch by Dean Richards. Southampton have got to come up with something better than this, that's for sure. So often they've fought against relegation, and successfully so. Westervelt's got himself out of a spot of bother. Handball by Steven Gerrard. At least saw the funny side. Pahars. And here's Tesson. Draper. He's going to go for goal! Oh, it looked like it was going to squeeze in the corner as well, but Westervelt just got there in time. Mark Draper so nearly hauled Southampton back into this contest. Pahars corner. Cashlul's header. And it ends up with Westervelt. Mark Draper with a tremendous try for Southampton. But here is Michael Owen for Liverpool. Owen awaiting the arrival of others, and here's Bubble. Gerrard brings Traore onto the scene. Harmon. Barnby let it go, but Richards more than aware what was going on. Draper. Bridge. Liverpool have got the throw, and Southampton are going to make a change. Two changes, in fact. Matt Le Tissier and Tahar El-Khalej, the Moroccan international, are both coming on. And the men making way are Jason Dodd, who's one, replaced by El-Khalej. And Le Tissier also about to make his entrance. But they haven't quite sorted out the numbers yet as to who's coming off. Now they have, and it's Hassan Cashlul. So Cashlul makes way. Matthew Le Tissier has performed a few escape acts in his time at Southampton. Escaping with something from this game could well be one of his finest achievements. His first appearance of the season. Traore scuffed it into the stand. Liverpool sitting pretty on a 2-0 lead, but Le Tissier won't quite get his first touch. Carragher away to Smitsa. It's been a solid but not spectacular showing from Liverpool. Professional performance. Here's Smitsa. Owen. Nobody around him at the moment, so here's Harmon. Opens up for him. Plenty of power on it, but it had them ducking in row K more than troubling Neil Moss. El-Khalej will take the throw. Le Tissier. El-Khalej needs a good cross. Could have been better. Away by Hyypiä. Here's Barnby. And Smitsa is onside. Owen in the middle. Gerrard is arriving too. And just touched away by Wayne Bridge. Liverpool threatening again. And they may well find a few gaps on the break now as Southampton look for some sort of way to get back into this game. Smeeta. Carragher. El-Khalej stepped in. Barmby's going to chase this. Letizia is nearby. Smeeta trying to be a little fancy, but his fancy flick didn't come off. Oncho. Smeeta. Michael Owen is it again. Owen! Smeeta tucked it through, and Owen did the rest. It is his 50th Premiership goal. A half century for Michael Owen, and that one with his left foot. Liverpool storm into a 3-0 lead. And Michael Owen completes the half-century of goals in the top flights. But this is an innings that could go on for a very, very long time. Two left-foot goals for Michael Owen today. Liverpool very much in the comfort zone now, thanks to this tremendously talented player who had all those horrible hamstring problems last season, but thankfully at last they seem to be behind him. Good news for Liverpool, good news for England. He could be up against the World Cup holders and Euro 2000 champions France a week today in the friendly in Paris. Bridge. To say that Southampton have a mountain to climb would be a touch of an understatement. Out of it really at 3-0. Might even be a case of damage limitation now, although Liverpool are in the mood. And El-Khalej sends it back towards Neil Moss. El-Khalej, the Moroccan, actually prefers to be known as Tahar, really, by his first name. Barmby tripped. The signs are that it could be another very long season for Southampton. They have been disappointing. Harman. Flag would have foiled Barmby anyway, but Southampton allowed to get on with it. Helped on by Tessem. Babel's clearance was, well, to call it a clearance is being generous, but oh, and Westerveld got into a horrible mess, and Letizia hooked it across goal. Well, there were some comic capers in Liverpool's defence then. A very good defence as they proved last season, but you wouldn't have guessed as much looking at their efforts to try and get the ball away then. Letizia almost actually hooked it in himself from an acute angle. I'm not sure Hyypiä would have been more concerned had his team not been leading by 3-0. Pahars still going. Well, he got the ball, did Harman. No doubt about that. And Smeeta has helped it on to Owen. who was rather crowded out. Lundek Varm sorting it out for Southampton. El-Khalej. Or Sahal. Letitia. Draper's cross. Smitsa. Oncho. Now Bubble with possibilities for Liverpool. Gerrard. Doesn't quite reach Barmby. Might do now, but Haman couldn't steer it out there either. Draper. Pahars. We'll give it a go here. Pahars, and Rossler was in there. It's come to Letitia, and off the line by Traore. Matt Letitia almost struck again for Southampton. And I suppose if anyone was going to liven things up for them in this game, it was Letitia, but Traore did well to flick it off the line. Letitia takes the corner kick himself, and Dean Richards sees his header come off the bar. Confirmation perhaps that it just wasn't meant to be for Southampton today. But Matt Letitia has made a difference. 31 years of age now, his 526th game for Southampton. Cracking corner. And Dean Richards wasn't picked up, but it went off the bar and over, much to Southampton's frustration. Barmby. Bridges throw, on by Draper, then by Pahars, but Traore has it, fresh from his goal line clearance. Just dropped behind Harmon. Draper. Tessam's cross is a little wayward. Dismal day for Southampton. Moss's clearance, away by Hyypiä. Draper. Tessam is down the line, just there. He's got time to get his cross in as well, Joe Tessam. Pahars, oh yes! Southampton have got one back. The presence of Pahars unnerving Liverpool. And although the Dell applauds, there's still a bit too much, surely, for Southampton to do. Liverpool laid off Tessam, who was able to get his cross in. And we've fested up in no man's land. Pahars has at least notched up a goal for Southampton. Meantime, Danny Murphy has come on for Liverpool, and I think it's Smitsa who has made way. Here's Babel. Carragher. Murphy on for Smica. Immediately into the thick of the action. Oncho's header. Fine partnership Oncho and Hyypiä have developed at the back for Liverpool. Glenn Hoddle hoping his team can launch a major, big-time assault here in what's left of this game. Letizia. Bridge sending it back to Moss. Southampton have surely left themselves with too much to do, but they will still have a bit of belief about them, and if they could get another one back soon, you never know. Anything is possible in this game. Letizia to El-Khalej, and it opens up for him, but it's a very tame effort at Westerveld. The man from Morocco might have done better then. Over 70 caps for his country. They brought him from Benfica back in March. It's come off Owen. So Southampton managing to get one back. Pahars, I think Westerveld was expecting it to come back across. Pahars had other ideas. Richards. Barmby. Carragher. Oakley. El-Khalej. Tessem. Richards. He's still going. And he's found Pahars. Oh, he's dragged it wide this time, but another opening for Southampton, who are starting to play with a bit of confidence now. Dean Richards fending off a couple of challenges before setting it up for Pahars. But it spun well wide. Dreary effort in the end from the little Latvian. Liverpool leading 3-1, and up until today they've gone almost 6 hours without scoring away from home in the Premiership. A barren spell towards the end of the last campaign, but helped today by a double from Owen. Here is Lundekvam. Oakley. Can Southampton give Liverpool plenty to think about by getting it back to 3-2? Letizia took out Carragher then. Wasn't that near the ball, was he, Letizia? Hyypiä towards Gerrard. Kept in by Owen. Lundekvam shaking off Danny Murphy. Just nicked off the head of Pahars, but it'll be a throw. So Can Glenn Hoddle's side give Liverpool more to think about in the closing stages here? Letitia. Cannoned off Harman, but Tessum was nearly in. No surprise that Hyypiä should make sure that he wasn't. Jamie Carragher. Harman. Pahars. Neat little pass towards El-Khalej. Tessum. It was volleyed in by Joe Tessum, but Vesterveld saw it coming. Here's Bridge. Oakley. Southampton starting from the back, but they need to get up front as quickly as possible. Rossler steered it on. Draper, but it's hooked away by Traore. Tessum's throw to his fellow Norwegian Lundekvam. Tessum again, trying to nudge it through to Draper. Here's Barmby. Pahars. Here's Haman though. Plenty of running here, including the runner Steven Gerrard, but he couldn't bring it under control. And we're going to get a substitute each. Steve Staunton is going to come on for a rare appearance for Liverpool. Second spell at the club, but he's become pretty much a squad player there, the Irish international. Nick Barmby, one of those coming off then, as Liverpool seek to put the lid on his game, you would think. And Uwe Rossler is replaced by James Beattie as well. Rossler had a great chance to equalise Michael Owen's opener with a header, which he missed, and really against Liverpool you have to take such chances. Staunton on, and Beattie on too. James Beattie flying into that. Cut out by Michael Owen. Gerrard. Carragher. Bubble. Carragher. And there's no flag against Danny Murphy. No obstruction either against Lundekvam and Murphy. Losing out in that particular tussle. Draper. Dean Richards. Oakley. El-Khalej. And Tessum's header. And Beattie on the volley. Goal kick though. Joe Tessum helped it on. And it was inviting for Beattie, England under-21 international, who came from Blackburn a couple of years ago but has and his injury problems since arriving on the south coast. Westervelt's huge kick. Richards, though, gliding his header back to Moss. Southampton's need is urgent here. Tessem. El-Khalej. Draper.
Come on, Saints.
Mark Draper creating space for the cross. Beattie's header goalwards. Oh yes! It's in from El-Khalej. And Southampton just aren't giving up in this game. And the man from Morocco has made it interesting. Very interesting. Liverpool were cruising at 3-0 up, but they're suddenly not feeling very comfortable at all. The deficit cut to 3-2. Here, though, is Steven Gerrard, and that took a little deflection off Dean Richards. It's collected by Moss. So El-Khalej setting up a rather intriguing finale at the Dell. And Steve Staunton with a rather ambitious effort, I think we could say. Staunton has become a bit part player at Liverpool, really. There is belief around the Dell all of a sudden. Glenn Hoddle, Southampton have given themselves hope. Liverpool's throw. Carragher bundling it back to Westervelt, who's about to be closed down by Beattie. Helped on by Gerrard. And Carragher steering it back to Westervelt again. And again he's going to be closed down by Beattie. Feeling of deja vu there. Bridges' header. It drops for Harman. Murphy. Shadowed by Oakley. And Oakley's presence unnerving Danny Murphy. No time for a fancy build-up, methinks. There's the big kick from Neil Moss. Beattie, always good in those sort of situations. Clearance charged away by Draper, but here's Steven Gerrard. Challenged by Pahars. Southampton will be snapping at heels now. El-Khalej, scorer of the Saints' second goal. Staunton. And Liverpool with a bit of breathing space now. Staunton, that's gone for the corner. And Liverpool will be happy about that because they can waste a few seconds here even if nothing comes of this corner. Staunton. Harman with a rather weird cross, which does go for the goal kick, but only just. Really went for a throw. Big kick time for Neil Moss, the Southampton fans hoping that they can pull off the great escape. Nail-biting times at the Dell. Bridge. Tessum. They'll be talking about this for a while if Southampton can pull it off. Gerrard's header. Danny Murphy, joined by Steve Staunton. Never scored a league goal for Liverpool in 2 spells here. Still hasn't. This is Steve Staunton's pile driver, never really troubling Moss. Away by Hyypiä. Inside the last minute, and Southampton looking for a break, looking for an opening. Lundekvam. BT rising, so good in the air. Nothing came from it that time though. Richards beat Owen to it. Didn't quite take the ball with him though. Haman made sure of that. Steven Gerrard lobbing one up in the air. El-Khalej won it. Away by Carragher. It's a tense end to this game. Might have got a free kick there, BT. Three minutes of added on time. Starting about now. But Liverpool have got a free kick and they can calm things down a bit. Foul by Owen on El-Khalej. Michael Owen, needless to say, not too impressed with the referee's decision. It's going to have to be one mighty kick upfield, I think, from someone here. Nobody's been booked in this game so far, incidentally. Bridge lobs it up. Letizia. That's not a bad cross from Letizia. Marion Pahars! They've done it! They have done it! What a comeback! And it's the little Latvian Marion Pahars! Well, they seemed down and out at 3-0 down, but Letizia sent in a hit and hope ball which actually Traore helped on, and he inadvertently set it up for Pahars. Traore with the assist, Pahars with the finish. It's 3-3 at the Dell, and I have to be honest, I never thought I would be saying that. Southampton fans want a winner now. Away by Hyypiä. Liverpool desperate to grab their first championship for a decade, but this sort of stuff doesn't happen to champions. 3-0 up and cruising. They have been pegged back to 3-3 in a quite astonishing game, as it turned out, at the Dell. El-Khalej. BT helped it on. If Southampton managed to grab a winner, I don't think they've got any time left. If they did, we would have one of football's most amazing stories on our hands. There is no time left. But Southampton, incredibly, came from 3-0 down to salvage a point. An astonishing comeback against a Liverpool side who were in so much command at 3-0 up. It seemed all over, but it wasn't. And Southampton hit back, and on this sort of showing and with this sort of spirit, maybe relegation battles are behind them. The Dell is on its feet.